Hello and welcome Bismuthians, this is BitSignal. I would like to showcase you two very useful commands utilizing the PowerBot. If you haven't tried it lately, now take a look at it because you have some very nice commands. The first one is the BISURL. The BISURL is a very handy command you can use to decode a transaction from a BISURL, and if you like, then also send a transaction using the BISURL. So I'm going to do this one, and the next one is operation field. You can utilize the operation field using the PowerBot. This is a very handy command because now you're able to even send tokens from within the PowerBot. Alright, so let's just start with the first one, with the BISURL. So in order to know how to use this command, of course we can ask Pawer help, and then BISURL. And now it should show you now how it works. You just create a BISURL. For instance, we are going to do that right now. So I need a receiving address, for example. This one here. So I'm just going to copy over that address and send in some amount. I'm going to leave the operation and the message or the data field empty at this point and just going to submit. And now we have here this BISURL. I'm going to copy that BISURL and paste it in here. Now, Pawer, then BISURL, and then I'm just going to paste it in here and push on enter, and now it says it's decoding what I've just put in there. It tells me the recipient, the amount I want to send. We didn't specify any operation, and also there's no message. It also tells us the fees, and in order to send it, we would have to repeat that command. And append send. And this now should work. Okay, done. The transaction ID is this one here. And if we wait a couple seconds or maybe 1 minute, then we should see that transaction within the next block. So in the meantime, we can also use this field here, this command, it's operation command. Okay, we are going to also, we're asking for help. So let's just put in here Pawer help and then operation. So how is this going to work? We are going to use Pawer operation and then the operation we want to address. In this case, we want to send a token, which means we have to put in the operation token column and then transfer then the address we want to. Now let's see if we take a look here. This is my PowerBot Pawer address, my receiving address, and you see that I have a token at that address. It's 2 alts, and we want to send those alts back to the address we received it from. So that's what we are going to do now. Yeah. Okay, I need an address. This one. And yeah. So Pawer, let's just start with Pawer, then operation. Then we want to send a token, which means token, then transfer. Then we need to put in the address. And then we have to specify the bis amount, which is 0. And yeah, last but not least, within the data field, we are going to use the data field or the message field. Now we have to specify which token, the name of the token, alls, and then colon, and now how much do we want to send? Let's say we want to send 2 alls. Now I'm just going to hit the enter button, and we are getting a transaction ID. This is the transaction ID. Now if we check if this is a transaction we just sent, 0.1 bis. That's the first one we've sent. That was this one here from the BISURL. Here you see we we used 0.1 bismuth using the BISURL, and the second transaction has not been mined yet, so we are waiting a couple seconds and see if that worked, but it should have worked. If we take a look, Pawer just provided us with a BIS transaction ID, and that should be the transaction ID. And if we then check the balance on that PowerBot, there should be a 0 after the transaction had been mined. Now this is going to take some time. So if you have any questions about how some PowerBot commands work, you should always just hit or type Pawer and then help, and then the command you want to use, and then you get some more information, which is very helpful. Alright, so let's see if something else happened here. So nothing happened yet, but that's in essence how it works. I think this is a very useful command. The BISURL is perfect. It was really needed. And also the operation field, using the operation command, is also very important, because now you are able to send tokens within the PowerBot. Okay, so take some time to mine the next Bismuth block. But you did see that BISURL, using the BISURL, it did work, and the same also applies to, of course, the operation field. So I don't want to wait any longer. Yeah, so I tried it before, it does work, and it's very useful. Okay, thanks for watching.